An effort Mad Canada has extended the message to boating communities. With grants from Transport Canada and working with local and regional police, government, boat clubs, and marinas, Mad Canada has produced and installed nearly 250 Don't Boat Impaired signs. As many of you are aware, Delta is surrounded by water, and that is one of the truly beautiful features of our municipality. Even though operating a boat impaired is just as dangerous as operating a motor vehicle, some people don't seem to understand the risks associated with impaired boating. Alcohol is a factor in 40% of boating fatalities in Canada each year, yet 37% of boaters surveyed said they consume alcohol every time they operate a boat. So it's clear to us that we need to bring this campaign message to our waterways. We are pleased to report that Don't Boat Impaired signs will be posted around launches throughout Delta in an effort to remind our boating community that operating a boat impaired is dangerous. It is at this time my pleasure to introduce our 4 delegates who will be speaking about this outstanding initiative being launched this morning. I would first like to call upon Mayor Lois Jackson to say a few words.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm pleased to be here today to show my support towards the Call 911 program, a safety initiative developed to raise awareness about reporting impaired drivers. I would like to thank the MAD Metro Vancouver Chapter President, Mr. Rob Morrison, Delta Chief of Police Jim Sesford, our Delta Police Department members of our engineering and other departments in the Corporation of Delta for their hard work in developing and implementing this very important program. As chair of the Delta Police Board and as mayor of Delta, I can't stress enough the importance of safety on our roads and our transportation corridors. Tragically, each year, impaired driving claims several lives. Last year alone, 20 people died in the Lower Mainland as a result of impaired drivers. The good news is, however, that these deaths are preventable. The Call 911 program will help educate and remind the public to pull over and call 911 to report suspected impaired drivers. With the introduction of these new signs on our roadways, impaired offenders will be reminded that their acts will not be tolerated if witnessed in our community of Delta. But we cannot do this alone. By enlisting the public's support and assistance, we hope to increase the safety on our roadways in Delta and the Lower Mainland. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your attention, your understanding, and above all, your participation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Jackson. I would like to call upon Delta Police Chief Constable Jim Sesford to say a few words.
Thanks, Karen. I first want to acknowledge Marquita Collias and my condolences to you and your family and friends on the recent loss of your daughter, Sandra. And Sandra was killed by an impaired driver in Surrey. And terrible, terrible tragedy. She's a beautiful young lady, and you have her picture with you, and we all share your loss. A real tragedy, obviously. This Call 911 is a very important program for Delta and for the citizens of Delta. The program will allow for the community to assist us and to be our eyes and ears to remove impaired drivers from our highways. We want to really give a strong message to impaired drivers that impaired driving will not be tolerated in Delta. Impaired driving causes carnage on our highways and is a serious threat to our communities. As Kieran had mentioned, in the last 5 years, 143 people killed as a result of impaired driving. In the Delta Police Department, one of our main goals is to have the safest roads in British Columbia. We believe that this program, Call 911, will help make our roads much safer and to keep our citizens safe. I'd like to at this point thank Matt for your outstanding commitment and contribution to this program, the Corporation of Delta, Mr. Harvey, and your staff, the engineering staff, for your support and commitment to this program. Mayor Jackson, the corporation has just jumped right up and done a tremendous job of supporting us here. And I know Matt and the Delta Police members really appreciate your help. To our sponsors, thank you for being here and being part of this as well. Your support and commitment goes a long way to making this a very successful program and to saving lives. So I want to thank all of you at this time for your commitment to the program and to the media for being here today. It means an awful lot to us. If we can get the message out to impaired drivers that drinking and driving is unacceptable, it won't be tolerated, if we just save even one life, we've accomplished something today, and I thank you for being here.
Thanks, Chief. This time I'd like to call upon MAD Metro Vancouver Chapter President Bob Rorson to speak.
Good morning and thank you. I'm delighted to be here today with our distinguished guests to help kick off MAD Canada's Campaign 911 in Delta. Campaign 911 offers a real and tangible way for citizens to help police take impaired drivers off our roads. Our message is simple.